Good morning, everybody. Jim Poole here with Manderbach Ford. Today is going to be the first day in the series of videos that we're going to be doing here, some reviews, as you will, on some of the vehicles that Manderbach has on the lot. Today we're going to be looking at the blue metallic Ford ST Explorer. This thing is pretty amazing compared to what Explorers used to be. It's a performance vehicle. The front end is very aggressive for a SUV, and it's very fast. Believe it or not, the 0 to 60 time on this, it's 5.2. So let's talk a little bit about the power plant of the Ford Explorer ST. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, it is a 3-liter V6 twin turbocharged with 400 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque. Now, there aren't many vehicles, especially SUVs these days, that have that kind of power. This thing does 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds, which is astonishing for an SUV. It's very fast, actually. You know, that's definitely in getting up there with, you know, the sports cars easily. So another part of the performance of this vehicle is the handling. Now, it has IFS, which stands for independent front suspension, and then you have your strut bar here that braces these two together, which increases your performance capabilities. Now, there is another brace underneath the vehicle. Unfortunately, it's very difficult for me to get underneath there and show you it, but that does the counterpart to this piece right here, so it adds rigidity and increases your performance as well. So now what I want to do is we're going to hop in the vehicle and actually give this thing a test drive and see how she does. Inside, you can see everything is wrapped in leather, black leather. Got the ST emblem embroidered on the seat itself, captain's chairs in the rear, and then a bench in the third row. The seats in the rear are heated up front. In the two front seats, you have heated and ventilated, which is a rather nice feature for the hotter days that you sometimes get here in Pennsylvania. Firing the vehicle up, you have a 12-inch LCD screen. That's your info panel. You got your tax, speedo. It's currently set up right now for the fuel economy, but you can set this to whatever you want it to be. Your different drive modes, this is actually a pretty cool feature. Obviously, you have your auto start and stop, eco part of the vehicle, that whenever you pull up to a stop sign, a red light, whatever, where you stop the vehicle, the engine does shut off. Makes it a little more economical on the miles per gallon that you can achieve in the vehicle. And then your drive modes are right here. So as soon as I turn this, it's set to normal. You have eco, which changes your shift patterns and all the other good stuff, and also how you accelerate. So that's eco. Sport, which is the one that I would probably utilize the most in this vehicle, with it being a sport performance vehicle. You can see that the whole display has changed to show you your miles per hour, your tach, your tire pressures, your fuel gauge, and then obviously temperature is on that side when you change to the sport mode. Tow haul. That's what's amazing about this, the technology. As you change your driving mode, you get different information put up in front of you, which I absolutely love. I think that's huge. So this is your normal mode. This is the mode that we started off in. Let's change this to slippery. Let's see what this gives us. Your snow and ice mode. So that's pretty much normal. trail, off-road. If you want to take this off-road, you absolutely can. Oh, check that out. One of the very first things that popped up is it turned your traction control off because of this being an all-wheel drive vehicle. Another aspect to pay attention to is this right here. What this does is this gives you your approach angle, brake angle, all of the above, your tilt, all that good information, which will tell you where you are on a trail and how far you're pushing the limits. Got an 8-inch display here in the front. That is your infotainment center, audio, phone, nav, different apps that are available. You can add your phone to it. And of course, it is a voice-activated navigation system. Your control panel for all said items. Always love this, the feature of a sunglass holder. For your audio, this vehicle comes standard with, I believe, 3 months of Sirius XM for free. You can connect your phone, navigation. There you go. Now, obviously, Manderbach Ford is located here in Hamburg, PA. The different apps that are available for, you can find mobile apps. Find sync-enabled apps. Ensure your device is connected to Bluetooth, USB, or running on a device. Okay, so obviously I'm not connecting my phone to this vehicle. Wouldn't make sense for me to do that, but for the people who buy it, it absolutely would. Driver assistance. This is another key feature that I absolutely love. You have adaptive cruise control, lane keeping system. For those of you who don't know what either one of these are, the adaptive cruise control, I have to say, is a rather amazing feature in new vehicles. As you're driving, there is a camera mounted up in here that is literally scanning out in front of you at all times. You choose the distance that you'd like to stay away from the vehicle in front of you, and it will adjust your speed and brake appropriately to keep that chosen distance. Pre-collision warning, braking, evasive steering. This one's also awesome. Runs out in front of you like a kid chasing a ball or a dog or whatever it may be, a deer. If you're living in Hamburg, PA, as you can see, we have lots of woods here. The pre-collision assist warning will beep, and if you don't respond in time, it will actually start a braking and evasive steering for you. Another cool feature is the speed sign recognition. It will actually, now you can turn these all on and off as you so choose, but the speed sign recognition will, as you can see here, identifies and displays traffic signs in the instrument cluster. So you can see here, it's already up and running on this at 25 miles per hour. It geolocates where you are and gives you basically the speed for where you are located. It is blind spot information system is on, so as you're driving, your mirror detects vehicles entering your blind spot and of course notifies you of that right there, as you can see on the mirror. Okay, so let's get rocking and see how she performs. So already I can tell the power that this thing has. It's definitely got some pep. There's no doubt about that. I really like the steering wheel. Feels fantastic. The leather wrapped steering wheel, and its shifting is rather nice. It's fluid. I'm actually going to put it into a manual mode up here to see how the paddle shifters that are right here work. Let me just get up here, get on the road, and then we'll shift this into manual mode. So that is done right here. As you can see, we'll tap that, goes to manual, and it shows your gear down here. We're currently in 5th. This is a 10-speed automatic, so it's got a lot of gears, which means you can really kind of choose how you want the vehicle to perform. That's a feature that I absolutely love. Choices are always a good thing. It actually does active rev matching. It's really hard to hear, but you can kind of tell that it's doing it. Now obviously if this had a sport tuned exhaust, like a louder exhaust, you would definitely be able to hear it. Plus I have the windows up for recording purposes. I kind of like the manual aspect to the vehicle. I also own a 6-speed manual vehicle, so for me, I love driving a vehicle. And this gives you, it gets about as close as you can get to an actual manual transmission. You know, the suspension on this thing is just amazing. I kind of liken it to a luxury vehicle, much like a Lincoln. I mean, this thing is just, it just floats. It's smooth. You know, I've hit a couple of potholes that, you know, are unavoidable. Unfortunately, in Pennsylvania, we have quite a few of those. But even for a sport-tuned suspension, it's rigid enough that I'm sure it will handle, but it's soft enough that while driving, you don't really notice it. It's really, really nice. Ooh, heated steering wheel. Let's turn that on. Oh, that feels nice. So it's a little cooler day today. I think it's like 47 degrees. Not all that cloudy. Beautiful day. It's supposed to get up to 70, but right now it's a little chilly. So having this heated steering wheel, not gonna lie, I like it. So, to sum it all up, if you're looking for a daily driver that can keep up with most sports cars, I don't think there is a better SUV on the market for the money that will provide all of that and more. If you haven't had the opportunity yet to get behind the wheel of one of these SUVs, the Ford Explorer ST, highly recommend come on down to Manderbach Ford and see us. As it is right now, we have 4 of these on our lots. We have this blue one, a silver one, a white one, and a black one. I will drop photos of the silver, white, and black at the end of the video. We'll catch you all later. Come see us. All right.